4, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
We have no callers. Hi, welcome to Messages from Heaven. My name is Shaun.
And I'm Lori.
And we're both psychic mediums, taking phone calls and doing free readings. So call in anytime you want at 515-605-9878.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming today. I know it's the full moon, so I'm excited about that. I like to do some full moon rituals where I write when I want to let go of unbay leaves, and then I burn them and kind of give it to the universe. And then I also like to write what I want to take in or what I want to add to my life in some sort of abundance. And I also write that on a bay leaf, and then I burn that. So, just something for you guys to consider doing if you want. Under the full moon is always the best time for manifesting. They say the energies are extra heightened. What do you think, Shaun?
I agree. A lot of people, even the ones that don't have abilities, always feel different during a full moon. Maybe they can't sleep. They feel edgy.
Yes. Or crazy.
Yes. And that's mostly because of the energy coming from it. They're not used to it.
Yeah. I remember my dad even saying, and he's a retired police officer, but he would even say it's true. The crazier people would get around the full moon time. I guess their energies are nuts. Yeah. From the tide and everything like that.
Exactly. Well, while we're waiting for callers, I wanted to talk to you about how we kind of get the information that we're all getting, because everyone has the ability, even mother's intuition. You get that hunch or a feeling in your stomach.
I've had that before.
It's all the same thing. And the way I got it originally was seeing pictures in my mind. I would see pictures and images that I knew weren't coming from me.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, my grandfather passed away, and he was the first spirit to come to me, and I actually saw him and heard him, and freaked out and ran to the bathroom crying. So, but I've gotten much better since then. How about you?
Yeah, same. When I was younger, though, it was also like kind of scary, but I would see ghosts or spirit more like almost in human form. Like now I see them in my third eye, like I'm not seeing them, outward, like I could almost touch them like you.
Right.
I used to see them that way. So the first time I realized I was different, we'll say, was when my mom's mom passed away, and I was about 4 years old. And I don't even know if she explained to me that Nanny had died or what that was about. I just remember my mom kissing me goodnight and shutting my door. And my bedroom door was right closed off into the kitchen because we lived in Queens. So we had like railroad apartments. And she would always hang out and then, hang out in the kitchen, whatever moms do, the dishes and cleaning up afterwards. So I never wanted her to shut my door. And, I was always afraid of the dark. And I remember this one night she gave me a kiss and she's like, I'm going to shut the door and, see how you do. And I was like, all right. She kissed me and she walked out and she shut the door. And then the door opened up, but it wasn't my mom. It was her mom. It was my grandma. And she walked back in and she shut the door. And my grandma sat on the edge of my bed and she looked so pretty, glowing. She had on this pretty blue dress and she just looked so good. And I had remembered previously seeing her maybe earlier that week, not so great in like the hospice bed. And I remember her looking sick, So when she came in looking beautiful, I was like, well, hi, Nanny, you look so good. Yeah. And she told me, she's like, I'm doing very good. And she gave me a kiss on my forehead, just like my mom did. And she said, tell your mom and everybody else that I'm fine and that I'm at peace and I'm in a good place. And she gave me a hug. And then she walked out my window. And I lived on the second story, the second floor. So I was like, what the heck? Obviously freaking out. I went to the window. My window was closed. So then I ran out to get my mom and I told her what happened, who was then hysterically crying because it was her mother who had just passed and her daughter was seeing, the spirit of her. But that's when I knew it was different. Yeah. Very different.
I would call it, yeah.
But I seen her like in a physical form.
Yeah.
And I feel like I seen them like that until I was maybe like 10. And then after I realized that it was too much and that they weren't real, because for a while too, I couldn't tell all the time, especially if we were in a crowded place.
Well, it's funny because after I started seeing spirit, I kept asking him, "Can you please show yourself like in physical form?" So I wanted to like, have a physical, concrete thing, and
So you wanted opposite.
I wanted opposite. And when the angels came to me, and he goes, "That's how you become crazy." He goes, "When you can't tell the difference between spirit and human, that's when you kind of lose your mind." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, that makes sense. That does make sense.
They're like, "You don't want that right now." As a kid, it's great because as a kid, we're all open.
Very open, right? And that's why I think everybody has the ability. I just think we kind of shut it off.
I agree.
Whether it's the fluoride that closes off our third eye, could even be the stuff we eat.
I think it's also what we're taught that
Oh, completely.
It's not real. This is
right, and I think trauma actually helps you to keep it, because I feel like I was a product of a lot of trauma when I was younger, and I feel like that's why maybe it was kind of like my escape, But I feel like people of trauma usually have it stronger. I think.
you know what? Growing up, I definitely had it. I didn't believe in any of it, but I had it because I had imaginary friends that actually see, and they would like close doors.
Yeah.
And now you think back, you're like, wait a second. But after I had brain surgery, I had a brain tumor I wasn't supposed to survive.
Yeah, and how traumatic is that? You were 12?
13, yeah.
13.
And after that, I started having dreams that came true. And that's when I asked my dad to see a psychiatrist. Luckily, he sent me to a psychic.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's a huge trauma. I mean, you're 13 and you're diagnosed with cancer that they say might be inoperable.
Absolutely.
So I definitely think people of trauma, maybe because we're closer to the light. I don't know what it is.
I guess so. But the amazing thing is, I would not do it over and have it different.
Yeah, that is cool. I mean, and you've helped so many people, so.
Well, it's just this connection. You don't want to lose this connection of feeling like you're never really alone, and things are kind of in perspective more.
That's true. I feel like I'm not more grateful, but I feel like I'm extra grateful because of it too.
Yeah.
And I definitely see things in a different way than most other people see things, where they'll get crazy about something. I'm like, that doesn't even matter. This is crazy earth stuff.
they always give me perspective, and not to get religious, but I've spoken to spirit from every religion. They're all happy and they're all in the same place, and that's what upsets me when you hear people fighting over religion.
Yeah.
The best story I have is I was in a church for my cousin's daughter's bris. I think it's the right word or something like that.
Brisk, I think, is for a boy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe bat mitzvah?
Something like that. It was. I was in the church and we were sitting there waiting for the ceremony, and one of the angels popped in next to me.
Okay.
And I said, they looked at everything. They said, "Isn't this beautiful? Everyone getting together." I said, "Absolutely. Like, it's just beautiful." She goes, "The one thing I don't like is they'll leave here and they'll curse at each other in the parking lot." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "It should. This togetherness should follow out the door."
That's true.
And I found that so eye-opening.
Is that what? It was a different angel from a different religion?
No.
That was the regular religion.
That was I was at a Catholic church.
Oh, a baptism then.
Thank you. I'm not good with words.
I'm like, I think a brisk is Jewish.
Yeah, no, I think you're right too. But it's amazing, and certain things I still can't explain why horrible things happen to people, but the best thing is it's always been positive for me. Always loving, always positive messages, trying to help people, never hurt. I did deal with one incident where people thought they were being haunted, but it turned out it was a spirit that was kind of stuck.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I mean, and there's definitely a dark side, which sometimes I don't even like to talk about, because I feel like the more you feed into it and give it energy, the more it could
I guess I've
come through.
never dealt with it. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sean is of a different breed. He's very connected to the angels and a higher, in a good way. I think you're very protected.
True.
So, and I ask my angels for protection every day and try to make sure that they, shield me from the dark side.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I've dealt with people that are there or in contact with them. And if you're conjuring up the wrong spirits or asking the wrong people for help, then that's all, that could be an issue. So you just got to make sure you're always grounding yourself and asking for only the highest of all good, you know, so that you make sure that you're just not contacting with the darker energies because they're there.
Huh.
Like
I said, it's something I'm not familiar with, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you find spirit is? I feel like the veil between the worlds is thinning, and spirit is getting much more connected and stronger.
120%. Yeah.
I mean, I did a reading with my dad to help him out the other day, and it was so emotional. It was so beautiful, and my grandmother, which would be his mother, went in to kiss him on the cheek, and he jumped.
Really?
He went, "Oh my God, was that her?"
Because he felt her.
He felt it.
Yeah, I love that. And the more you have, let's see, validations and people telling you that things are true, the easier it is to believe also. I feel like that's maybe part of why we're here now, is to help get everybody believing, and then to help get everybody on board.
Exactly. I truly think the message is just be a good person, be good to yourself, be good to others, and just be a light in the dark.
100%. I think that's even what you were saying, going across all the religions. It doesn't matter who you believe in. It's really the underlying message. If you're a good person and you have good intentions and you're just kind, I think that's
and that will raise the vibration of yourself and everyone around you.
Raise the vibration of the earth. Yeah, exactly. The more kind you are and the more love you give out, and that's taught across all religions, regardless of who you worship or or what you believe happens after.
Absolutely. And because I never believed in this stuff growing up, I never push others to believe it. I totally understand where the disbelief is, and the I guess the boo-hooing of it. So I understand that, which I'm happy for. I'm happy I had that experience. But we do have a caller. It looks like it's a slow day. Maybe 9:30 is not a good time.
I'm going to repost on our other page too.
Yeah, we will. I do have some family things on it, but I think we will be on next week.
Yes. So did I put a date in?
Not yet.
For us. Not yet. Okay.
But we'll update everyone. You can go to our Facebook page, Charmed Messages from Heaven, or you can go to our website, www.charmedmessagesfromheaven, and check out our schedule. I'll always post new stuff. And if you can, message me when we have times like this where there's not callers. Is there any topics that you would like to hear about or know more about? And if we can help, we definitely will. We can even ask other psychics and try to get some help.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for taking time to listen. And good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Hi, Shaun and Lori. This is Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
Oh, hi, Tamika. You didn't happen to call me the other day, did you?
No.
Okay. No, someone with a 347 number came up, Tamika, and they didn't get through, so I was curious.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think so.
That's okay. No problem. How can we help you today?
I just wanted to ask two things. I've been having these weird dreams, dreams about people back in Long Island, exes back in Long Island, and in the tour right now. And so I've just been having weird dreams about exes, and then also someone tried to contact me on social media with an avatar that looked like when I was dating down here recently named Jose, that I talked to you guys about. I haven't heard back from him. We broke up May 6th. And I just didn't know, I didn't accept the friend request. And I didn't know if that was him trying to reach back out or not. And also my job is, I wonder if nothing changes are going to happen or not, like I'm okay, safe there. Because it's like they're trying to act kind of funny. Now they're trying to get us to come in instead of being remote. And I don't live close to it. So I'm getting kind of annoyed and worried about it.
Okay, I understand. All right, let's see.
Okay, for Tanika. I do have a question. Are you moving anytime soon?
Not that I know of. We just moved down here September. And I would love to have a space of my own, but I don't have a way to do that yet.
Okay.
I'm living with family right now.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like there's a
And I don't
move.
even know if I should, I don't know if I'm going to stay in this state or not.
Well, I feel like there's a move coming in relation to the job, and I think you're going to have to move because of the job, if that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you do for work?
I work remotely for a company that's a little further out from me, a couple times away.
But are you happy there? Are you looking for something different?
Yeah, I would love to do something different. Because you just get angry people on the phone all day.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. I think between you sending out your resumes and just maybe figuring out Florida and what's going on down there, I feel like you're going to find a town or a place that you really fall in love with, that you really want to go to, that's probably a little bit north of where you are. And I think that's where you find a job and just housing. Everything seems like it's not exactly where you are.
Okay, absolutely.
Wow, okay.
Now it's weird. I feel like that dream had something to do with connecting with someone in your past. Like someone in your past is going to come up.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if it's like relationship or if it's like a friend.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's also connected with the move and the?
It could be.
Yeah, I feel like it's something like you're going to see them or be in contact with them again too, and maybe move closer by them. I'm getting it's more of a friend, but like a good friend. You know what I mean? Obviously, somebody that you wouldn't mind living either with or by, because it might be something that you're also like, let's share the apartment because, you know, we want to share expenses too. But more of a platonic.
Right, exactly. It's not a relationship thing.
Yeah. The 23rd. I feel like within the next. I was just going to say, I think within the next 3 weeks too is when you're going to connect. Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow. Wonder who it could be.
I don't know.
I don't know, but you're going to have to let us know when you know.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, for sure.
I assume this is your grandfather talking. I guess you're not very just happy in general in your life right now. And in that dream, I guess you were happy and it kind of felt bad coming out of it.
Yeah, that happens pretty often. And yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm not happy with right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's talking about there was like a big get together in the dream, in the dream, excuse me. And do you have a brother?
Yeah, but we're not close. Like he was born when I was a lot older. But I'm still playing with him. We met a couple times and everything. He lives in Georgia with my dad and my other side of my family.
Okay. Because your grandfather's talking to your brother like he needs to wake up. I don't know what that means.
I heard get motivated, yeah.
Yeah, wake up, get motivated.
Yeah, true.
He's like pulling him by his pants, if that makes any sense. He's literally pulling your brother by his pants.
Yeah, it sounds accurate.
Wow. I almost see you doing something where you're like helping people in the sense of like even if it's on over the phone or anything like that, like almost helping them get aid or get
Yeah, like guiding them somehow.
yeah.
Or like information, informative. Yeah, giving out information.
Yeah, like people are actually going to value your time instead of the angry people you're getting right now.
Did you ever do anything in it almost maybe it's like some type of like corporate like health sales. I don't know. I feel like they're asking you the best advice for like either what health plan to pick or like what plan to pick maybe for their 401k, and you're just like giving them the information. And I do hear them saying, "Oh, you have to talk to Tanika. She knows everything, or she's the best at it."
Oh, I've never done that. I worked in the medical field, like you saw like Long Island, that's what I was working in for like a good 5, 6 years. I didn't like it. I hate the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
But sales and retail is what I did since I was like 16. That's the job that I've always had is retail, which I'm great in.
Yeah.
I couldn't do the standing on my feet anymore.
Right.
But I love animal school, and so maybe what you can something to do with the medical field, because unfortunately that's a lot of what you got to do to keep the money to be able to pay your bills. But I was trying really hard not to go back to the medical field in any way.
Yeah.
I'm more creative than the cold. I just did not get well with medical field and office too.
Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't feel like it feels like you're kind of guiding them to, I did hear like, what plan do you want? Like type of thing. Almost as if just say you're in HR and they're calling you to like help set up their plan. They're either their health plan or their 401k, and you're telling them about the packages and which one is the better one. It's salesy, but not salesy, because you don't have to sell to stay in the position. You're kind of just placing people where they belong, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm almost like
I understand.
yeah. Exactly. And
it sounds good.
Talking about creative, your grandfather says it's time to pick up the pen again. Do you write?
I always been writing journals when I was like 12. So it's just when I started going through a lot of painful stuff in life to do with my older sister and my mom, like that part he shut down. It's like I didn't want to write anymore on paper to admit the horrible things of my reality. And I feel like when I'm in like excruciating emotional pain, but for the most part I don't, like it's just crazy. Like I don't want someone, I'm just in a non-safe feeling environment to be writing down my private feelings like that, because people, I'm so private, people are kind of intrusive with me because I keep to myself so much. So like I feel like God forbid, it's the paranoia I live with. God forbid someone finds my journal, something I wrote down in my house, and will read it, because like that's the feeling I get from like me and my stepfather, and I just feel too private to even write it down like that. Like
I understand
I'm not here anymore, then I feel like I'll be able to like write and read it and all that. Yeah.
But he's saying it's time to pick it up again. He's showing me it's like golden shiny pen. Like even if it's to write fiction, it's just to get your head out of what's going on.
Yeah. To vent even, yeah.
Exactly. He goes, write about the world you want.
World you won?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, try. It's worst. I can't even talk. The worst that could happen is it doesn't work out. But he said that's makes you happy. And I keep seeing you in this garden too.
In a garden, yeah.
And he keeps showing me the garden. Like you belong with nature, the sun, happiness, and writing. That's what he wants for you.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know. I think about like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a partner or like get married down here. I don't know. The guys to me. And to be able to live on your own here is deep. I don't know, they don't pay you off. I don't know how this support to live on my own here if I see. And I don't know how to even leave this place if I wanted to because the page is not good. I don't know how all this is gonna happen, you know?
How old are you?
It's expensive down here. I'm in my early 40s.
You said early 40s or?
Yes.
Yes. 44. You didn't pass 44 yet, right?
I'm just there.
You're just there. Oh, so then that's good because I feel like 44 is going to be a good year for you. Maybe not so much settling down with who you're going to be with, but meeting people who are making you happier, who are going to just give you back more faith in life, like good friends and people that you can connect with. So just keep that in mind.
Absolutely. I guess your grandmother really was the one taking care of your grandfather because he goes, "Why don't you worry about yourself and then worry about taking care of a guy."
Yeah. Yeah, and I see you being a little bit more established before that comes in.
Mm-hmm. You could be staying here?
For now, yeah, but I feel like you're moving just north, though, a little bit north of where you are. I still think it's Florida. I mean, could be Georgia, but I think it's still Florida.
Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to move to Georgia. I just don't know Florida. Because for Florida, I don't know. I don't feel like my person. I don't feel safe and grounded here. And also the politics, all that mentality here.
Yeah, it's definitely different. That's why I feel like you're going to move with the job and you're going to be in a better town. You're going to feel happier, just lighter, better friends, easier to connect with people. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But keep us posted.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear how you're doing, and we're going to send you some good energy. All right, Tanika,
Okay.
we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
Good to hear from
All
you.
right. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm.
Hi, good morning. I guess 10 o'clock is better.
Yeah.
Good morning. How are you?
Hi. Okay. Just really down because I'm out of workman's comp. I got hit by a forklift at work.
Oof.
And I'm trying to get back into work. And I just want to find out if my financial position right now. I want to find out if it's going to improve for maybe a new job or with better pay or something. Because I'm just afraid of losing everything I've got, including my car. You know, right now I can't make car payments and nothing, and just things are up in the air right now. So I'm wondering what you see, like job-wise and finances.
Of course. And what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, this is Vince calling from New York.
New York. Vince, you said, right?
Yes.
Like my son's name. Okay. Let's see. You said you got hit by a forklift, but how's your foot?
My foot, my left foot or my right foot, the heel of it feels like I'm always walking on a jagged rock.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, you just start losing the padding on your feet, and sometimes it happens to people, and it's happening with me. But it's mostly my right wrist that's really hurting a lot. It's only been a couple weeks, but you know, I'm trying to get a healing as I can't even lift weights at gym. I can't do anything other than cardio.
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit more going on there than just the incident with the forklift, because I definitely see like a shift in your bones, in your foot. I think it's affecting your gait. I mean, I feel the intense inflammation in the wrist also, and even the shoulder. If you're under workers' comp or no fault, can you see a chiropractor?
Workers comp
No,
won't pay if
because
it's unrelated.
I have to go to where they send me. I
Right.
had an MRI done last week, or not an MRI, a CT scan last week. And I just got off the phone with the doctor, and I have an appointment to see him to discuss what's going on Thursday morning.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe they could refer you to a chiropractor, definitely physical therapy, but I feel like something needs to be done physically more with you that's going to help get the circulation going, just help kind of put you back in alignment, because I feel like that's also affecting everything else, mentally, spiritually, physically. It just feels like you're shifted, like you're off, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, 27 is also, I mean, I feel like it might be beginning of September when you get back to work. What are you picking up?
Yeah. I'm almost seeing like a variation of your job, like maybe like a light worker or part-time light work.
Like paperwork instead of
Maybe. So it's something at the same job. I see your boss like giving you other options.
like a desk work until further notice, until you're feeling better. But I still feel like it's maybe not till September.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, there are jobs in there that I can do that I don't have to do any heavy lifting, and so I can do that.
Yeah, I
But
see
also
that.
too, I was just wondering, is the current job, are they going to take me on full time eventually, or is there another new job, a better job coming for me?
I feel like there's a better one coming, but you're gonna stick with this one for now.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Your grandmother's next to me, and she's very energetic.
Mm-hmm. I smell strawberries with her.
Yeah, very energetic. She wants to like put flowers in your house and cheer you up, and
Yeah, she's like your cheerleader.
yeah,
I heard her say to
Yeah.
have more faith in yourself.
absolutely. Yeah, the flowers. She just wants to make you pudding,
Yeah.
like things like that. So you do have people on the other side looking out for you as well. I'm sorry this had happened, but you will get through this.
Yeah, I say hang in there.
Yeah.
Do what they say, follow up with the doctors, see if you can get physical therapy for sure and a chiropractor, because I think you need literally to be realigned, just to even help with some of the depression and, spiritual lag besides the physical. And then, I see them offering you a desk job as well, like Shaun was saying. But in the meantime, send out your resume. I feel like you're going to end up somewhere else where you're in a higher position, more of a manager, and just more appreciated.
Yeah.
At a different company, though.
But this will do good for now.
Okay.
You'll be okay financially. And
Yeah.
Grandma says, open the windows. It's too dark in your house.
I heard that too. You need more light.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, keep us up to date. We wish everything the best to you.
Yes. Good luck, Vince. We're sending you good energy.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi. Good morning. What is your name? Hello?
Hello. Who is this? 856-429. Are you there?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. How you doing?
Doing good.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Rosemary from New Jersey.
You sound exhausted. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just not things are not going fast enough, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So what can we do for you today?
Whatever spirits have to say about relationship or paperwork I have overseas that need to be going to me, and or whatever they have coming up.
Okay.
Is the paperwork overseas more like Europe?
Yes.
Okay. I'm also seeing something for September, but hearing that there's like a lag or a delay. Like something's either waiting to get stamped or signed. Here, docketed. I don't know what that means. So something's like waiting for a number. Does that make sense?
I guess he passed it through or getting it done for me. For property. Just stamping stuff, yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like it's more you get better news on it or like news that it's coming by the end of September. It's definitely like in a jet lag over there. There's definitely like a backup, I guess,
Right.
if you will.
Who's Mark?
Okay, got it. Cool.
I don't know if Mark passed or Mark is alive. I kept hearing Mark. Let's see.
Now, who's
There's
the
a Mark on my family, but Mark was my cousin, but nothing to do with my family, my side.
Did he pass?
Huh?
Did he pass
Is he
away?
bad? No.
No, that wouldn't be him then.
Oh, no, it's, I know it's Mateo. That's Matthew.
Oh.
is he on your age level?
He's late 50s. I'm late 40s.
Okay, yeah, around about.
Okay.
Say open.
Funny. He says he doesn't recognize you right now because you were the one that was always the strong one. You always push through everything.
Yeah, more than the older brother.
Yeah. So he says he wants you to get back to where you were, with like that person that you were. Where you were happy, you were strong.
I know you said time isn't moving fast enough, but besides the paperwork from overseas, what are you waiting for? Because I keep on hearing it's still like 5 months away.
The brother gives it to me. That's what he has to do for me, and business and money to come to me. What
Yeah.
he hasn't gave yet.
I heard
Okay.
Relationship. I know he wants it, but he's being stubborn about it. If that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
He left it with bad terms with me before I left.
Yes.
Last May.
I feel like it's still probably like 5 more months maybe before things are kind of getting settled. And they keep on saying that even though everything that's happened, you're still going to be the one that takes the higher road. You're still going to have to be the one that, literally that rises above, because he's not going to, and I don't think it's because he is a terrible person. I just think it's his nature and his energy. So you're the leader. You're still going to be the leader, even if you don't want to.
Have you been like extraordinarily tired lately?
Pretty much. My work schedule is all screwing me up and everything else, and trying to see if I can find a lawyer for the paperwork. So I'm not sure if I back that off or proceed what I'm supposed to proceed with it. So basically, he's doing it for me. I guess he understood the message I left over the weekend.
I just keep on getting so many things about make sure you're following your intuition. So if your intuition is telling you to do something different, then you have to trust it because you're hearing it for a reason. And I'm not saying that. So you're saying you asked your brother to be in charge of things?
His brother, I guess, because he won't let me take the lead.
Yeah,
He wants to be the lead for the business and the house, and he's not doing nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's not going to get anywhere until you take the lead. And I think that's what, if it's with getting the lawyer or whatever it is, but I still feel like it's in like a
limbo
standstill position. Yeah. Until, I mean, I see like one thing getting done and then waiting. Yeah. I think you have to, and they keep on saying like, you're the one that has to be the leader. You have to be the strong force. Even if they're saying no, you have to do it.
God, yeah. Yeah, because you're supposed to give him papers. If he hands him papers, he knows I'm going to take over and kick everybody out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only way that things are going to get done.
Yeah. That's, cause I called a couple lawyers and one's like, I don't know, something shady about that one. And he asked me for my identity from over there. I'm like, why do you need it if you can't help me? So I'm not sure if I should go to a town council to see that, do it that way. So I didn't get a hold of them.
You keep trying.
I should have done it when I was there, but I didn't have enough time.
Yeah. I do see someone helping you, so maybe try a different attorney.
I think it has to be a different attorney. Definitely trust your instinct. If you feel that the one you spoke to is shady, don't use them. I feel like there's going to be somebody, though, that definitely has a base here and there, an international,
right,
whoever it is. But they're saying, and I think you'll be able to talk to them here, like that they're United States based, and maybe then they deal with their associates across the pond, if you will. But I feel like that you need to get this done, like sooner than later.
Yeah.
Right. I might have to go up this week or next week up to Philly, so see what happens. If they ever answer me. Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep throwing spinach. Does she eat iron?
Yeah, I was thinking so too. Iron and vitamin D.
Mateo, whoever this is, keeps telling me you eat more spinach. You need like
better vitamins.
Vitamins.
Cool. Yeah, the funny part is like every time he sees me, he goes crazy for me. And then he doesn't want to see me, doesn't want to talk to me, doesn't answer my calls, he doesn't want to do anything. I'm there or here, so I'm like, whatever. Is he ever gonna communicate with me? Because I left him a message, and because I left him, if he don't do it, I gotta do it and sign the papers before marry me, whatever. Is he gonna communicate with me, or?
Oh wait, this is a love interest? You're talking about a love interest?
His older brother. Yeah, that and the paperwork. It's combined.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Who passed overseas?
His brother.
Okay, so his brother passed.
Brother, the one in the middle. The one in the middle.
And you're romantically involved with the other brother.
The older one.
Okay.
Good.
Well, kind of, sort of, but I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, no. But
No.
he doesn't do nothing about that either, so.
Yeah, because the one that we're seeing is the one that passed. We're just
Right.
trying to figure out
Exactly.
part of the puzzle. So the one that passed is telling you that you have to take responsibility here, that the other brothers aren't going to do anything. I don't know if they're just lazy or just not up for the task.
Like he says the older brother thinks he knows so much, but he doesn't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
he thinks he knows
Right.
everything there is, but he doesn't, and it takes a lot to like break down his pride to like give it up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see other, I'm going to say, in the forms of documentation, marriage, licensing, things like that. And I do see you getting money. Actually, one of the last cards I pulled says, an uncanny expectancy of grace is upon you. Be on the lookout for unexpected windfalls in love and financial abundance.
Mm.
I feel like that's coming. I do feel like, though, I think it might be April, maybe March or April of next year that he maybe does the like city hall, like the marriage thing. I don't know. It says you're helping him, but he's also helping you with something. So I feel like keep that in mind. It feels like it's more even than you're thinking. And I feel like you just got to keep on going, trust your instinct. But I think you have to take over here.
Yeah. His brother says, tell him to do right by me. Tell him to do right by me, and even though he always thought his brother was a silly one, he knows what he's talking about.
Did they scatter his ashes?
No, he's
Buried.
they had to put him in a different location for his ashes with his mother.
Oh, so it was burned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how it works, every 30 years they have to pull them out and clean them up and then put them back in a different location, smaller location.
Interesting.
And his mother always said I would just be buried next to my son, and that's what happened.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
She went crazy for me.
That's funny.
And the sister-in-law. And he knows it. Why does he have an issue communicating with me, telling me what he's trying to do? And I hate that.
Because he just thinks that he knows everything.
Very.
Exactly.
No, he thinks he knows everything. He thinks he's the best, but
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah.
Not to say he's dumb. He doesn't know everything. You can't be the best at everything.
It's impossible.
He showed me his necklace.
Cool. So
When they cremate you, do you wear your jewelry?
hopefully I find a lawyer
Sometimes.
this week. Cool.
Is your brother's telling me his necklace? Did they cremate him with a necklace on?
Oh, somebody stole my necklace about 2015, and he has possession of it now. He found it.
Oh, he has that.
And he strangled him. I shouldn't be saying that over the phone.
It's okay.
Just some family stuff. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, he kept showing me a necklace. I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. That's very cool.
Oh, that's it. He doesn't put it on. Son of a bitch wears it. He won't put it back to me.
Oh, God.
At my cross. So. He won't, if I'm in town, he don't have it on.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Because he's seen it on me, and he looks at it, and he knows it was stolen, and he knows I told him about it, and he knows exactly where it is, and who did it, and everything else, and he will give it back to me.
Yeah. Well, for now, because this is all in the works, and you do have to get on top of it, but also take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because his brother is, he wants you to be healthy. He says you have to be healthy to take on all this stuff.
Yeah, I got a procedure coming up in September. I just found out this morning, after 2 years coming home, that they didn't want to do it, so. So that's why he wanted me not to go this summer, or this time. But he should have warned me before I left, but he didn't. Cool. But the communication is going to work, according to his brother.
Yeah, you just need to be a little more forceful.
Yeah, exactly.
Take him down a notch, he said.
forceful, but in a light way. 'Cause
Right,
I think
exactly.
that's the only way, he's going to respond to it. But he needs to be like whipped into shape. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you
Well,
get
hopefully he'll
if you get too aggressive, he'll tighten up.
Yeah. Yeah. And is he coming in October for anything?
Not that I'm aware of. I know his birthday's in October. Mine's in December, so he knows I want him here to come and get me.
In December?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in December, he's in October.
Yeah, I feel like he might be coming in towards the end of October.
That's when his birthday, the 25th.
Mm.
I think the younger one's in October. He's in October. I'm not sure. More likely he is in October too. I'm not sure. But I know he passed in October.
Oh, yeah. I just feel like I see the older one coming to you around that time. And I think you'll be able to communicate a little bit better going forward.
Yeah.
Just take it like baby steps.
Absolutely.
I keep going slower.
I know. As long as you move forward, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
All right.
Cool.
Well, keep us up to
I guess
date.
he's gonna just surprise me or call me before he comes.
I feel like you're going to know about it. Yeah.
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 Cool. So don't contact him and let him come to me. I guess I'm taking it.
No, I still feel like you have to contact him, though.
Yeah. I wouldn't let it go because he's very good at letting things go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So.
guess I'll call him this weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's aware I'm calling in, he was aware of calling in because I told him like which day you can talk to me, and so if it's not today, I called him and it's the weekend because my work schedule is screwed up. So there's a time difference. And he knows I'm like going haywire with tiredness and work and everything else, and
Right.
he was aware if he didn't answer me, he didn't call me back. So if I just call him, this time he's going to answer me or he's going to hang up like he usually does.
I think he's going to answer you. I would do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, he's going to get a knock on the head by his
Yeah.
brother. Well,
it was so nice to talk to you, Rosemary.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate it.
Good luck. We'll talk to you soon. Keep us posted.
I will. Thanks.
Bye.
Well, thank you, everyone who listened, who watched on live. And we will be back next week. I will post the information. And like I said, send me a Facebook message if you have any topics that you want us to go into or any questions that you may have. And we do keep a list of the callers. So we try to get people who haven't gotten picked up in a while or at all to get to them first. So thank you so much for making this possible and have a wonderful day.
Yep. It was nice talking to you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.